In 1620, while the Mayflower was in Provincetown, 18 of its men sailed in a small shallop, searching for a place to live. They came to present-day Eastham, where they were met by a group of Nauset. After a brief but violent encounter, the English left towards today's Plymouth. In 2020, we remember this first encounter. We explore its meanings for today and tomorrow.
Hello, welcome everyone to the Eastham 400 Sunset Series. My name is John Hanlon. Today we'll be interviewing Elias Fertonani. Did I say that right, Elias?
Fertonani.
Fertonani, sorry. He is a recent graduate of Cape Cod Community College, and he will be going on to get a 4-year degree in architecture up in Boston next fall. He's an immigrant from Brazil. So Elias, are you familiar with the story of the Pilgrims coming to Cape Cod in 1620?
I am more familiar now. I wasn't that familiar when I came from Brazil. I got to know about the whole history here in America and about how did it work, the Pilgrims in 400 years ago, how they colonized America and how did the whole trip and the first years was hard for them. And I got to know about this right now that I'm here in America. When I was in Brazil, I was studying in school. We had about the colonization of Brazil only in South America. So we had like just overall aspects of the colonies here in North America.
And was that process of colonization in South America by the Portuguese, do you think it was different from what you heard about the English here on the East Coast?
Definitely was different because over there in Portugal was extracting gold and was not like bringing any nothing new for the country or for the South America. They were just like grabbing like materials and specialties, but not bringing things to the country. And the Spanish colonies, they were more farther to Chile and the other side of the continent. And they were more different than the Portuguese because they were starting schools and universities because they want their kids to have school. And I believe here with what the Pilgrims did, it was pretty much similar what the Spanish colonies was doing, but they were going harder because they were thinking ahead the country and the empire they wanted to build here in match with like England.
Okay. So what about your story coming to Cape Cod is similar? When did you come to Cape Cod?
Well, I came to Cape Cod in 2016, 4 years ago, and I came to learn English and work, and that's what I'm doing. I got married here, so I'm definitely an immigrant here who passed to being a student to a resident. And my story, like here, when I got here, I didn't know about that Cape Cod would be the first contact with the Pilgrims, and this fascinates me.
And do you see any similarities or differences between your story and the story from 400 years ago?
Well, the differences that I see is that are the Pilgrims, they came and was a new land, just like the same as me, but the difference are that before there was no streets, there was no civilization at all. Like there was the Native Americans who was living here, but I don't know much about what they were doing and how was that their civilization before the Pilgrims, because the Pilgrims came and colonized that here.
So what's it like to be an immigrant person on Cape Cod in 2020? How are you treated by the people that are living here?
Well, I think it's pretty good living here as an immigrant. I think the people here are pretty open-minded and very welcoming. And if is that story, the American dream is still real. If you're a hard worker and you're a good person and you try, you can get what you need and what you're looking for.
And is that what the United States means to you in 2020, the American dream?
No, not that. I leave Brazil to like one of the aspects was like to have more. I'm a homosexual, and in Brazil it's pretty hard to have this kind of decide to have this type of life, and here in America it's pretty more easy because people are more open mind here, and I think this helps a lot for me to have my life here too.
Okay, so you had economic opportunities there maybe, but you chose for freedom. You chose to come here.
Yes, I had like I was studying architecture there. I was I had my work there, but it was pretty much harder because over there is pretty much more discriminalized. If you are homosexual, it's pretty much harder. The bullying is the violence against gay people and trans people, homosexual, like it's at all. It's pretty hard the life over there. And here you can have your life and people know the boundaries and limits, and everyone can be whatever they want.
Okay, great. And in some ways, I suppose you could say that the Pilgrims came for the same reasons, right? They came to have religious freedom.
The difference there's difference and there's same goals because the freedom is one of the goals, and this is the match that everyone like comes to another country, I believe so, to live and try new opportunities.
Great. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to share with us about your experiences?
Yes, I just think that when I was studying about the Pilgrims, and I realized that they had a hard first winter, just as I did. And after the first winter, the second winter, I got to know more people and get to know how to survive better. And that's how you do it. I think like the path is the same in a discovering aspect, but overall, like the Pilgrims did a different kind of history. And what I'm trying to do now is like be a part of this community.
Wow, that's great. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and good luck in school going forward.
Thank you very much, John. You
Okay.
too.
Bye.
Nice talk to you.
You too.
My name is Joanna Hollick. I hope that you're enjoying the Sunset Series so far. In addition to the Sunset Series, Eastham 400 is also producing a second program called the Campfire Series, which will take place on Sundays in July and August. The Campfire Series is a series of 1-hour-long videos that will focus more in depth on some of the themes that we discuss here at the Sunset Series. The first Campfire Series video, which will be released on July 5th, is a recording of a presentation given by Ian Saxton last fall, in which he discusses his book, The Story of the First Encounter at Nauset. The second Campfire Series video, which will be released on July 13th, is a presentation given by Mark Adams, as he talks about the changing environment and landscape here on Cape Cod. The Campfire Series videos can be found in the same places that the Sunset Series videos can be found, on our Eastham 400 YouTube channel or at eastham400.org. We hope that you will join us for this series. Thank you.